propped against a tree. Still, I kept my head down, paid the fines, stayed polite. Then one Saturday, I woke up to a buzzing sound, looked out my window, and there they were. 2 massive water pumps roaring beside the lake. That was just the beginning. They drained my entire lake over the weekend. Neighbors stopped by in disbelief. Did they have permission? Can they even do that? But Doug stood tall, arms folded, with a smug smile that said, "Try me." His justification? The HOA bylaws prohibit any standing water that encourages gatherings, pests, or unapproved recreation. He even claimed mosquito control as a reason. I filed a complaint. The county said it was a civil matter. I called an environmental specialist. Turns out the spring-fed pond had minor protections under local watershed regulations. But guess what? Doug had already filed a nuisance complaint that flagged it for review. I was outmaneuvered, and it got worse. He sent contractors to fill the lake bed with gravel, said it was for community aesthetics. Then came the newsletter. Front page, HOA takes action to preserve community safety. Water source eliminated. He made it sound like I was dumping toxic waste. Kids used to fish with me. Now they whispered behind fences. Some neighbors supported me. Others didn't want to be next. I caught Doug standing on the dried lake bed one day, arms outstretched like some HOA messiah. I said, "This isn't over." He grinned. "No, it's not. We'll be discussing your lawn ornaments next." That night I sat on my back porch staring at the gravel pit that used to be my peace. And I remembered something. 2 years ago, Doug asked me to sign off on a small drainage easement for a nearby walking trail. I kept the paperwork, and in that paperwork was a map. A map that proved the spring that fed my lake ran under HOA common ground, and that Doug had tampered with it without environmental clearance. Game on. Step 1. Documentation. I took pictures, video, time-stamped drone footage. I even got footage of Doug's contractor dumping non-permitted gravel. Step 2. The county. Turns out, Doug didn't get the proper environmental impact assessment before draining a spring-fed water body. That's a Class C misdemeanor in this county, and it gets worse when it's done without consent. Step 3. The State Water Authority. I filed a complaint. Then I waited for weeks. Nothing happened until I got a call from a quiet voice named Cheryl at the environmental office. "Sir," she said, "we reviewed your footage, and we have concerns." Next thing I knew, investigators showed up. Quiet at first, but then the violations piled up. Doug had lied on a permit, used unlicensed contractors, and cherry on top, diverted stormwater runoff into a protected wetland behind the HOA pool. He wasn't just messing with me. He was building an illegal drainage system. I printed every document, every photo, and dropped a packet on every doorstep in the neighborhood. Front page,